guys, it's Santetsu here, and today I just wanted to talk about um, something that I care about that happened recently. Today, Stan Lee, Stan the Man, you know, um, one of the greatest comic writers of all time, passed away, and I just wanted to talk about his life a little bit, about the legacy he leaves behind and just how I was inspired by some of his works and his creations and how they affected me in my life. Now I know you can't really tell by looking back there, but maybe you can look see in by my attire. I'm a huge fan of Spider-Man. He is by far my favorite superhero, and growing up, Spider-Man was always my guy. He was like the ideal I strived towards. Other people had like Kobe Bryant or like Leonardo DiCaprio or like all these real guys. Um, for me, it was always Spider-Man. Um, he's red. Red's my favorite color, and he's just a kid like me who has normal problems, not super rich. He's powerful, but not like super capable all the time, and he just has to deal with all this stuff. And I think Stan Lee, what he did with all of his characters is he made them super grounded in reality, and he made them fun at the same time. Like, he showed people, hey, it's okay to have a character that's like struggling with the same problems, the same issues you are, but they can still have fun with life. Like there's still like hope and dreams which they want to fulfill and that you can fulfill. Um, that's what he taught us with his work. X-Men was another one of his favorite things, and I also like X-Men quite a bit. I've watched all the movies, I've read all the books. X-Men was a great allegory for race and for how people can overcome prejudice as well. It was about a bunch of people who were very different from humans, but they were trying to protect humans. And it was also really fun with all these zany powers and all these crazy and colorful comic frames. X-Men was also amazing. Black Panther, first black superhero. Look it up. His came before Luke Cage, so yeah, he was the first black superhero in comics. And of course, we can't forget about the Fantastic Four, the world's first super family. Like his legacy is just ridiculous. Like the amount of IPs that he created with Steve Ditko and Jack Kirby. There's like quite a few at least, like at least 5 or 10. And they're still alive today because of the care and effort he put into making each and every comic great. One of my favorite quotes from Stan Lee is that you should make every comic special because every single comic, every issue, it could be somebody's first comic. And I think that's really important, to strive to that high standard of quality and that high standard of relatability with just the general audience. And that's carried over to like a lot of Marvel's projects, that energy and that relatability for which Stan Lee has in his personal life just translated onto the page. And he was just a very caring and very enthusiastic man. Another thing which he said was that he named Marvel Comics because he wanted it to stand out from everything. Um, like because before Marvel was licensed under a different name, and he wanted to be Marvel Comics because he wanted to show off all the Marvels which exist in the comics, which I find to be really great. It really shows the creativity and enthusiasm that he had. Like it really expounds that, like that name Marvel. It's just stands out a lot. Um, though his work has been like very less over the years, like he has only been relegated to cameos and just consulting more or less. He's still very much loved by the comic community and by the nerd community and just the world in general because of how much he's given back to everyone. He always encouraged people to push forward, be creative with their ideas, and just help people out, like, and understand that we're all human and that we all have problems. Stanley helped us all understand that. And who can forget that great quote in Spider-Man? With great power comes great responsibility. I mean, it's been done to death so many times, but it's just such a powerful quote. Like, that quote for me is how I define many parts of my life, if not all of it. Um, because when people have the power to do something better, they should use that power to do good instead of just for their own personal gain. I think that's a really important ideal to aspire towards. Even if you haven't used it so well in the past, you can always use it well in the future. Um, I found it hard to make this video because, well, personally, um, I haven't been uploading much, and I thought that maybe you guys would think that it's like disingenuine or, I don't know, but I went ahead and did it anyways because I felt like this man needs to be honored no matter what. No matter if I'm afraid or if I'm enthusiastic, I need to honor Stanley because he was a very, very important part of my childhood, um, and he contributed a lot to it. And though I might not have read all of the original run of Spider-Man, so maybe the first 100 to 200 issues, I still care a lot about the character, and I think it's very important that people go out and read comics, go out and like just in entertainment in general. They go out to enjoy movies and like explore a different side of life from what it is. Like people hate their lives, and I think Stan Lee understood that comics and entertainment, even though they might not be as good as, say, being a doctor or being a physician, um, they improve people's lives. They help them see the world in a better light, and that's just an amazing, amazing thing. So, in honor of Stanley, I wanted to do something. I've been wanting to do this for a long time, but I don't really have any Marvel related posters. I have like a couple. I have like one back there for from Age of Ultron, which I got at the movie premiere. That's Vision. But right here, got this poster. I hadn't meaning to put it up like quite a while ago, but just life stuff got in the way, so I didn't do anything. And yeah, and who do we see in the middle? Right there. If I can do this, you see the middle. It's our boy Tom Holland for Spider-Man. So yeah, I'm gonna be putting this up right there, and just not only is this a testament to a great movie and a great company, but this would not have been possible without Stan Lee and Jack Kirby and Steve Ditko and all those other people that just, just made comics awesome. So yeah, guys, what are your thoughts and memories of Stan Lee and his work? Share some of your favorite Spider-Man stories or X-Men stories or Fantastic Four stories down below in the comments. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.